Aviation. When most of us think of aviation, we think of passengers scurrying through an airport trying to catch a flight. But aviation is so much more than the service it provides. It's a vital part of the economic backbone which makes Pennsylvania strong. In one short year, the air travel industry contributed almost $6.5 billion to the Commonwealth's economy. $6.5 billion. That money provided Pennsylvanians with jobs, state and local coffers with taxes, and industry with business. This administration is committed to protecting the vast investment aviation makes in Pennsylvania each year. The Department of Transportation and local communities are working together to identify vital airport restoration projects. We are also eyeing plans to upgrade congested facilities or build new ones as a means of attracting new business. Pennsylvania's challenge during the 1980s is economic development. I am certain that the aviation industry will play a key role in our success story.
The efficient movement of people and goods from one place to another. That's the hallmark of a good transportation system. Harrisburg to Pittsburgh, Philadelphia to Erie, the highways, waterways, and airways that link us together are vital to Pennsylvania's economic health. The aviation industry in Pennsylvania is among the most active in the nation. Statewide, there are nearly 800 air travel facilities, 7,000 pieces of aircraft, and 3 times as many pilots. The facilities themselves come in many different shapes and sizes. Each airport, heliport, even seaplane base reflects the specific needs of the community it is dedicated to serve. If you live in an urban area of Pennsylvania, catching a commercial flight is no problem. 18 airports dot the Commonwealth, providing the public with scheduled airline and commuter service. An astounding 10.5 million passengers pass through these facilities each year. Recent studies show that almost every major industry in Pennsylvania depends on a scheduled service airport to conduct business. 1 out of every 12 employees will fly somewhere during the next year. The demands on a scheduled service airport are great, and the traffic volume is often heavy. Nonetheless, it is critically important to avoid delays in takeoff and landing schedules. This is where the backup system of reliever airports comes into play. Welcome to Capital City Airport in New Cumberland. Capital is one of 11 relievers which take the pressure off major facilities like Harrisburg International by accepting smaller and corporate aircraft. Often overlooked is the importance of Pennsylvania's most extensive air travel network, general aviation. Over 160 general aviation facilities provide flexible, dependable service to more than 3 million passengers each year. This airport is equipped to handle a wide range of aircraft and can meet the demand for air travel at any time to any place. That, in itself, is one reason why the General Aviation Airport is so attractive to business and industry. Time savings and flexibility are 2 crucial advantages in today's rigorous business world. More and more companies feel that they have gained an edge by investing in corporate aircraft. What other types of air travel move people and goods into and out of Pennsylvania? Helicopter activity tops the list. It is perhaps the fastest growing segment of aviation. 245 heliports accommodate corporate, private, and emergency medical needs. In addition, Pennsylvania has 3 military airports and 16 seaplane bases meeting specialized air transportation needs. The aviation industry provides Pennsylvanians with a fast, direct link to the nation and the world, but the service itself represents only a fraction of the benefits aviation provides the Keystone State. Aviation means so much more to the economic vitality of Pennsylvania. For starters, aviation means jobs, 41,000 of them. Jobs with the airlines, jobs at airports, jobs with travel agencies. Aviation is one of the Commonwealth's largest employers. Those employed in aviation-related industries need food, housing, and medical care, so they too stimulate employment. The goods and services they consume support another 78,000 jobs. Known for its great beauty and history, Pennsylvania attracts a steady stream of tourists. Aviation plays a vital role in this valuable industry. Air carriers and commuter planes landed nearly 3 million visitors here during 1982 alone. The economic significance? Spending power. About $1.4 billion worth of spending in just a 12-month span. Over $50 million in state and local taxes. $525 million in employee-purchased goods and services. The list of economic benefits goes on and on. Add it up, and you'll see how very important aviation is to maintaining Pennsylvania's economy. Look a little closer. You'll also see aviation's potential for sparking new economic development. It is not something that aviation, business, the federal, state, or local government can do alone, but it is something that can happen through a partnership of all, a partnership for progress. The phrase, "an airport for every community," details one example of a Thornburg administration initiative for economic growth. It suggests a way that Pennsylvania can become more attractive to potential developers.
The airplanes that most of the commuter airlines are operating and the airplanes that most corporations are operating are very similar, and they require a similar sort of an airport facility. And we know what that is. It's a runway that's 3,000 feet long, but to be really safe, 3,500 feet long, and paved. So if we can see that every one of our communities has access within some 30 minutes to a 3,500-foot paved strip, then we can say rather clearly that means they have a chance at getting commuter air service and corporate aviation.
Is building a new airport or extending a runway worth the investment? In many cases, yes. Recent studies show how important airports are to business when selecting a site location. 46% of those surveyed consider it important to be close to a general aviation airport. But the mere existence of air travel facilities is simply not enough to attract and keep business in Pennsylvania. Our airport system must be properly maintained on a routine basis. Airports should also be periodically upgraded in order to meet changes in aviation, in communities, or in economic tides. While the local cost of airport improvement projects is relatively small, the benefits are great. Airport usage can be stimulated by simply resurfacing a runway. Construct a parallel taxiway or holding apron, and you'll reduce landing and takeoff delays.
What the community will gain is it will be attractive to the kinds of businesses, and we're talking about modern 1980 type businesses that need an airport in order to conduct their business. It will attract these kinds of businesses. That means that we have high unemployment in Pennsylvania. That provides new opportunities for Pennsylvanians to go to work. The community itself, because of the development, will derive new taxes from the companies, both taxes from the individuals and the properties they own, as well as taxes from the industry itself.
The bottom line is simple. Money spent on airport improvements is money wisely invested in your community's future. There's no better example than this one. You're watching a bird's eye view of the Lehigh Valley Industrial Park. It's an impressive sight, one that tells a tale of economic growth and vitality. This 700-acre complex houses operations for 75 different companies. What makes the Lehigh Valley so attractive to industry? Why have companies decided to locate here? Part of the answer lies with this facility, the Allentown Bethlehem Easton Airport. Years ago, local officials realized that the airport could be a valuable asset. Because they looked ahead, the airport kept pace with the growth of this community. New terminal buildings were constructed, runways extended, and hangars built. Today, the Lehigh Valley enjoys healthy returns on its investment. The airport's significance is clearly demonstrated by the fact that the Lehigh Valley Industrial Park physically surrounds it.
We are a manufacturer of hydraulic components and systems, and we employ about 200 people here in Bethlehem. And out of those 200 people, about 60 to 80 people are traveling, mainly sales and service people. And on 95% of their travel, they use the local facility. So you can see it was quite important for us to settle right here. And I'm very fortunate to say that we are in walking distance of an airport.
These businesses do not exist strictly because of the airport, nor does the airport exist only for the businesses. Theirs is a mutual interdependence. The existence of each makes the other stronger. And together, they offer a generous slice of economic health to the Lehigh Valley.
With Lehigh Valley Industrial Park, the whole idea was we are going to create this entity known as Lehigh Valley Industrial Park for three basic reasons. We want to, first of all, create jobs. And this is 25 years ago that we're talking about. The second thing that they want to do is diversify industries. And thirdly, they want to increase the tax base and tax revenues. Right now, we are negotiating with three firms, and we have these three major firms which will be building currently in the park over 700,000 square feet of buildings within the next year. It's this type of growth that really enhances and improves and makes your community and the whole Lehigh Valley a much, much stronger and better place to live.
The airport, its tenants, and the industrial park have a tremendous economic impact on the surrounding community. Collectively, they provide jobs for 7,700 area residents. They also contribute about $2.6 million in city, county, and school taxes.
The Allentown Bethlehem Easton Airport enriches the Lehigh Valley. It gives the community a certain vitality that can come only from economic growth and employment. But don't be misled. The success story did not happen overnight. It took years of careful research and planning. It also took money and commitment and determination. Above all else, economic development in the Lehigh Valley worked because people worked together. The success belongs to all of us, state and local governments, public authority, private investor, tourist, and Pennsylvanian. No one group can breathe new life into an airport or a community. But together we can build a partnership to benefit all of us, a partnership for progress.